UFC Fight Night Evloev versus Murphey is taking place this weekend in London. Now, let me preface by saying if you want to see the main card and main event predictions, they're going to be towards the end of the video. So if you want to skip right through that, be my guest. Also, last Fight Night prediction video did not have a follow-up breakdown video. I was on a trip and I got lazy. I'm not going to lie. Got lazy. So if you want to know anything about that card, just hit me up personally. Melissa Mullins versus Luana Carolina. Why is it doing that? Okay. Man, checked all of them. Anyway, Melissa Mullins versus Luana Carolina. I'm going to go with Luana Carolina by decision. I think she's just going to be more active on the feet and the cleaner shots. I don't expect anything significant in this fight. So, yeah, I think Luana Carolina gets it done. Up next, we have Chanel Dot. What is it? All right, anyway, Chanel Dyer. All right. See, this is what they do. They gotta make you. They make you accept the cookies, bro, and I don't like that. Where's my mic? Chanel Dyer versus Ravina Oliveira. Chanel Dyer, I think, is gonna get it done. I don't know much about either of these fighters. I'm not gonna lie. For this fight, all the research I did was just go on Typology and look at their previous fights. That's it. I'm not gonna lie. I couldn't be asked. But I always like new blood in these divisions, so I'm gonna go with Chanel Dyer. Strawweight desperately needs some new faces, so I hope she gets it done. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Oh my god. What the hell? What the hell is happening? All right. Shamrock. Okay, I can't be the only one seeing this shit, right? I'm gonna stop clicking on shit. I'm gonna stop clicking on shit for this video. What do I do? Okay. Shamrock versus Abdul Karim Al Sawadi. I'm going to take Shamrock by decision. I don't think that was the best we saw of Shamrock in his last fight, and I thought he fought against a very tough opponent. If I was able to tap out, I would be able to see that opponent because I have Shamrock pulled up on my second monitor, but the screen keeps on swinging around and shit. Anyway, Abdul Karim Al Sawadi is all right. I haven't been very impressed with him at all. For someone to beat Shamrock, I feel like I want to see him do one thing really, really well. And I don't see that from Abdul Karim Al Sawadi. I think Shamrock's going to mix in the grappling a lot, obviously. I think he's actually going to land some decent strikes on the feet. But I think he's really going to be threatening submissions, and I think he might catch one. But I'm gonna take the safe option, Shamrock by decision. Now, moving up, Louis Sutherland versus Brando Pericic. Louis Sutherland is now off of the sauce. Brando Pericic, Bear as they call him. This guy's good. This guy's actually really good. I don't know how far he can exactly make it in this division, but this is heavyweight. Heavyweight sucks, as we know. So I think Bear's gonna take it far. And knock out Louis Sutherland in the first. Get his ass out of here. Tired of these steroid cheats, thinking they can just come in, hop off the sauce, and do good. Okay. Like, why? Can I just... Okay. All right. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Antonio Tricoli. Where did you go? Antonio Tricoli versus... Montaz Conja. All right, Montaz versus Antonio. We'll be saying first names. I'm not very familiar with Montaz, but from my knowledge, he's a striker. And Antonio Tricoli, from my knowledge, Sucks. I saw this guy, Antonio Tricoli, man. And is he the one with Mackenzie Dern? If so, man, that sucks for the rest of the world. But anyway, Antonio Tricoli, I saw him get destroyed by Trayshawn Gore, get destroyed by Shara. It's like, man, I can't pick you to win a fight. You're obviously not UFC caliber. You're just one of these guys that the UFC throws at up and coming prospects to kind of build their name. So, Montas, you're getting a first round KO. Congratulations on that 25K finish bonus. Mario Pinto. Bro, this is dead ass. All right, I'm not gonna lie. Next video, I'm using Tapology or Sherdog or something. The UFC site is awful. $1 billion company. Mario Pinto versus Felipe Franco. I got Mario Pinto first round. Oh, I got first round something. First round finish. But the thing with Mario Pinto, he's good. Now Felipe Franco, former light heavyweight, as it seems, but Mario Pinto is very good for this division. He's one of the few guys who has potential, and I think he's gonna get a first round finish. I'm gonna say submission. His grappling looked really good in his last fight. No one expected it. And I think he's a good personality on the mic too, man. This guy's funny. The way he switched up from faking like this heavy Portuguese accent and then immediately going into this this UK slang was crazy. So Mario Pinto, I'm gonna say first round sub. Nathaniel Wood versus Lucien Kita. Man. I don't even know what the odds are on this fight, but I'm gonna just raw dog this one. Lucien Kita, he had momentum, and then that whole weight cut situation with Pitbull I feel like it kind of killed it. Big guy for the division, still at featherweight. Let's see if he can make the weight. If he can, he's in for a tough test in Nathaniel Wood. Nathaniel Wood is good at everything, but he's not very big for the division at all. He's not big for the division. He gets out muscled a lot of the times. And we saw in his fight against Jose Delgado, even though I was one of the few people that thought he won, which he did win, he was getting rocked all over the place, man. And after Jose Delgado's last fight, he's not that same world beater that I thought he was. If Jose Delgado didn't fight last weekend, I would probably pick Nathaniel Wood here. But because I don't think Jose Delgado's on that same level that I thought, I'm going to pick Lucien Kita by second round KO. I think they're going to have a little feeling out process. Nathaniel Wood probably wins the first round, landing the cleaner shots, having higher output, while Lucien Kita finds his range. And then I think in that second round, man, he's going to land a big shot, maybe a hook around the guard or a straight right down the middle. But Lucien Kita has that. He has that power. He has that death touch. We've seen it on the regional scene. We've seen it in other promotions. This guy is dangerous, and I don't think Nathaniel Wood, who has previously been outmuscled, will be able to really impact the fight with his grappling against a guy who has decent grappling and can barely make weight. This guy is huge for 145. So yeah, Lucien Kita, second round KO. I think it's gonna be brutal, man. Moving up next. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Mason Jones versus Alex Sola. Alex Sola's pretty good, man. He's pretty good. But man, he ain't that dog that Mason Jones is. I'll tell you what, son. He ain't that dog that Mason Jones is. Mason Jones one of them. Mason Jones a Nate Landwehr archetype. You feel me? And that might sound bad, but think about it. Think about it real hard, and you start to see it. Man, Mason Jones, crazy chin. I think he's gonna make this a dog fight, man. Alex Sola might win the first two rounds, but Mason Jones gonna come back in the third and just put a beating on him, belt to ass against Alex Sola. Third round TKO against the fence. Come on, man. Mason Jones is one of them. Mason Jones is a beast, and Mason Jones, congratulations on your $25,000 finishing bonus and your $100,000 fight of the night bonus. Moving up on the main card, Curtis Campbell versus Danny Silva. Curtis Campbell, man. I think he's a great grappler. The Pink Panther, Danny Silva's all right. Danny Silva's all right. Decent fight with Kevin Vallejos. But that it's like if you having a decent fight with Kevin Vallejos is the best thing on your resume, and I'm not gonna pick you in a fight. I mean, Kevin Vallejos is very good. Don't get me wrong, but Kevin Vallejos has also only really fought Josh Emmett. I mean, he's fought John Silva. He did very well in that fight. Okay, and he knocked out Giga. All right, so maybe it's a little better than I thought. But nonetheless, I'm going to trust in Curtis Campbell as we haven't seen him go through adversity much at all. I'm going to trust in him to get a first or second round submission. I'm not too confident in his wrestling, but I think he's very sticky, and I think he'll be able to get a trip up against the fence or something and eventually get the sub on Danny Silva. Up next, Roman Dolidze versus Christian Leroy Duncan. I can't even, what the fuck? Okay, anyway. Roman Dolidze versus Christian Leroy Duncan. CLD is gonna fucking destroy him. Roman Dolidze and Marvin Vettori. I look at them fight, man, and I'm just like, how are y'all ranked? And how did Marvin Vettori challenge for a title? That question looms in my brain a lot. Like I'll just be chilling with family or friends. I'll be out, and then this question pops in my brain. How did Marvin Vettori challenge for a UFC title? This guy's ass. This guy's ass. I think about that a lot. So I'm gonna pick Christian Leroy Duncan to destroy Roman Dolidze. Roman Dolidze has a great chin, right? But if you're ass to a certain degree, your chin doesn't matter. You're eventually gonna get knocked out. Fucking bobbleheading around and shit. You ain't got no defense, and you damn sure ain't got no offense, Roman Dolidze. Unless he can initiate the grappling, which Roman Dolidze does have slick grappling. That's something Marvin Vettori doesn't have. And Marvin Vettori has nothing. But anyway, Roman Dolidze does have slick grappling, but I think Christian Leroy Duncan is so big and strong for this division. I think he's finally coming into his own. His grappling is very. I'm not gonna say it's very good, but his takedown defense seems to be very good. So second round TKO. How does that sound, Mr. Duncan? Sounds good, doesn't it? Congratulations on your 25K. Moving up. Iwo Berniski destroys Austin Lane in the first round by knockout. Next up, Michael Page versus Sam Patterson. This is such a stupid fight. Not because either of these fighters are bad. They are both great fighters. I can't say that about Sam Patterson yet. But I am very high on Sam Patterson. I think this guy is a killer. 4 finishes in a row for Sam Patterson. I believe all in the first round, too. Is that true? Might be true. But he also hasn't fought a guy like MVP. Sam Patterson, I would like. Oh, I don't know. I don't even know if I want to say that. Sam Patterson, I want to see him do very well. But MVP, man, people underrate the hell out of this guy, even to this day. To this day, MVP arguably could have got that nod against Ian Gary. And his grappling, I believe, has improved since then. I don't think he was preparing for a grappler in Ian Gary, and he just had to go winging that shit. And you know what? It is what it is. Destroyed Jared Cannonier for 3 rounds, like Shara, he schooled Shara. It's like he makes guys look stupid on the feet. And Sam Patterson just had a tough fight against that other alien lanky dude. Waterson? Is his name Trey Waters. Trey Waters. Trey Waters was landing on him. I don't know, man. I don't know. Michael Page. Knockout. Maybe. No, but I'll go with Michael Page by decision. Just schooling Sam Patterson on the feet for 3 rounds. I hope Sam Patterson can really grit down and make Michael Page actually throw stuff. Because sometimes, listen, MVP is a very fun striker, but sometimes he'll get in that mode where he's just bouncing back and forth. Oh, one shot. Like every minute, you'll get one big shot, and or like a trip, and it'll look cool, very cool. Crowd goes but after like 15 of those and nothing happens, it's kind of like it's cool, but come on, man. MVP, I hope you get the knockout, but I'm gonna be safe and choose Michael Venom Page by decision. And the way the UFC is doing MVP dirty, by the way, like he should be fighting top 5 guys at middleweight. He just beat up Jared Cannonier. What are we doing here? Giving him an unranked guy in Sam Patterson makes no fucking sense. Anyway, Luke Riley versus Michael Aswell Jr. Oh hell no! Get off my screen. How do I go back? How do I go back, man? Oh my god. Okay, Luke Riley, Michael Aswell Jr. I'm not. I don't know, man. I don't. Michael Aswell Jr. is to me, and Luke Riley is fun at least. I don't think he's crazy technical or anything, and I don't think there's one thing that he just does extremely well. But he does have power, and he does have some decent speed, and he is a dog. So Luke Riley, I'm choosing Luke Riley by 3rd round TKO. I think Michael Aswell might be getting the better of him for the first round, and then the momentum will slowly change. And as Michael Aswell starts to tire, Luke Riley's gonna grit down and start swinging up against the fence. TKO. On to the main event. Okay, here we go. Here's what everyone wants to see: Movsar Evloev versus Murphey. It's a similar situation to the Oliveira Holloway fight, where the entire build up to this, I'm thinking, nah, Murphey, he hasn't really fought the toughest competition. And Movsar Evloev, man, this guy's a dog. We've seen him just push his cardio to the limits. But then we think about it, and I was looking at Movsar's resume. Yes, he beat Aljo. But do you really think now I only want the people who've rewatched this fight to give me their opinions. I don't care about the rest of y'all. Do we think, if we are counting those knees, which were illegal by the way, from Arnold Allen, do we think Movsar still won that fight? Because I'm watching it live, I picked Movsar. But then the knees, that rule had just changed to where you had to have both hands down. The rule had just happened. And Arnold Allen was landing those knees and they got separated. I think if you take those knees into account, which the ref separated them for, Arnold Allen wins that fight based on damage, which is what the scoring criteria is about. And we look at the Aljo fight. If Aljo pushed in that last minute, he could have won that fight as well. It's like we see the names on Movsar's resume, but we really have to take in all the context to really view how we look at those fights. It's not like he dominated Arnold Allen. He did hurt him, though, which is impressive. Weird, huh? And the Aljo fight, coin toss. And Murphey, man, he's just looked a step ahead of all of his competition. And I'm not really going to glorify that, because I think if Movsar Evloev fought Josh Emmett, he would I don't know if destroy is the right word, because I don't think he'd get a finish, but he would definitely dominate him. And Aaron Pico, I think same thing. But Murphey does have the creativity on the feet, and he has something that makes him more dynamic than Movsar is. He's very athletic. He can throw stuff out of nowhere. And I think his grappling is close. I think it's close. I think Mobsar will control most of the grappling, and that's what Lerone Murphy has to watch out for, and he knows that. He's had an entire camp to prepare for this. Like, fuck what John Silva's saying about getting a title shot. You're not getting a title shot, bro. But the winner of this definitely is. These guys both have their lives staked on this fight. Lerone Murphy's going to throw everything he can at Mobsar Evloev, and Evloev, I don't really think is going to hurt Lerone Murphy. I mean, this guy Murphy's been shot in the face multiple times and spit bullets out. True story. I'm not just saying that to build this guy's aura. True story. And Mobsar Evloev, we know about his past. You feel me? But yeah, Lerone Murphy, I think he's just more dynamic on the feet. He's going to land big shots here and there. And I don't think he's this finishing monster. But I do believe he's dynamic enough and powerful enough to really make Mobsar question how he wants to entry with his takedowns. So I'm going to take Lerone Murphy by decision. I think Mobsar will control a few rounds. I think this is a very close fight, a great fight, probably the best fight you can make in this division right now besides Lopez versus Yair. And that's purely because of beef. But we're just talking skill for skill. This is the fight. But yeah, for the title shot, Lerone Murphy, man. Lerone Murphy, man. This guy's got it. And 2 undefeated top contenders. We don't get to see this very often. But I'm going to enjoy it. Lerone Murphy, congrats. Now you have to fight Volkanovski. And yeah, those are my picks. I'll see y'all on the next one.